Hi, I'm Malini. There was a kind of a fever in our household. At the time, there was an outbreak of swine flu going around town, but this was a different kind of fever, a good kind. My niece was getting married. She's very short, 4 foot nothing. She's very clever. She's just been admitted to the bar, I mean the lawyery kind of bar. And she's drop dead gorgeous, the kind where taxi drivers regularly don't charge her kind of gorgeous. And she was marrying a beautiful man. Her sister, who lives with me, was organizing the wedding, and it was taking place at my sister's house. My daughter Mary was one of the bridesmaids, and if you're completely boggled by all the family relationships I've just mentioned, all I'm saying is my entire family was in the grip of wedding fever. 2 days before the wedding, I suddenly had this thought. Maybe I should start thinking about what I'm going to wear. Oh crap, I have nothing to wear. I know this is a familiar refrain of every woman before every event, but I really had nothing to wear because I'm not a girly girl. I live in black singlets and jeans and sneakers. I own 2 comfortable dresses and I occasionally swap my jeans and singlet for them, but neither of them were wedding worthy. And the other 2 weren't wearable on account of the 6 meals a day that I had been having in the months just after Greg died, in the vain hope that food would fill the hole that he left. It didn't, but the food kind of lingered around anyway, and now those other 2 dresses just didn't fit. So, this morning I decided to buy a dress and shoes, damn it. I gave myself 1 hour in which to do these things. My unrealistic, ridiculous plan was a true reflection of how little shopping I do for clothes. After walking around aimlessly for the first half hour and trying on 4 things that looked completely ridiculous, I was feeling hopeless and incredibly bad at buying clothes. And what about shoes? Could I wear sneakers to the wedding? Lost in these terribly unuseful thoughts, I suddenly found myself standing in a rather stylish dress shop, the kind that I wouldn't normally go into. I had about 5.3 minutes of shopping patience left, and then it would be all over. And in 9.7 minutes, I'd be home on the phone to one of my sisters having the "can I borrow a dress" conversation. I had nothing to lose in the stylish dress shop. I wasn't going to be in there long enough. A beautiful petite blonde woman came forward and politely offered me her assistance. Really, she can't help me. I'm unhelpable. But beautiful petite blonde had an air of quiet reassurance about her. She had me trying on clothes I just knew would look awful on me. But wait, they sort of didn't. It was like she knew the secret ways about clothes and how they worked on my body. Things that I didn't have any clue about, even though I've had this body for some time and she'd only just encountered it. She didn't judge. She persisted, quietly, calmly, in a very non-annoying way. My befuddlement around fashion seemed absolutely normal to her. I wanted to take beautiful petite blonde home and have her make all my decisions for me. Just 5 or maybe 10 dresses or so later, I found myself buying a dress that I looked quite nice in, one that I would have never picked myself. And maybe it was partly to explain my earlier dress buying ineptitude, or maybe it was just because she was so nice. I also found myself telling her that I lost my husband some months ago. And then she told me of a close friend who'd lost her husband and another one who'd committed suicide. And we hugged. And as I was leaving, I revealed how much I hated buying shoes. Even more than I hated buying clothes, and that's a lot of hate. She virtually took me by the hand, waved an airy "I'll be back in a minute" to her colleagues, and escorted me down the mall to her favorite shoe shop. This is Malini. She has a wedding to attend on Saturday. She needs some shoes to match this dress. She can't wear heels and she has difficult feet and she hates buying shoes. Can you look after her? I didn't have to lift a finger. Shoes appeared, eagerly placed before me by a shoe shop assistant who was passionate about shoes. I'd never seen anything like it. One after the other. I felt like Julia Roberts' character in Pretty Woman after she was rich, except I'm an artist, not a prostitute, and I don't have a billionaire boyfriend, and I'm a middle-aged, black-haired Indian woman, but other than that, exactly the same. I hope I see beautiful petite blonde again. Maybe I will. She wanted to know what I did, so I told her about my art and how I help people unlock their creativity in my workshops. And as with hundreds of people before her, she claimed not to be artistic, and I claimed to be able to change her mind in one day. Besides, I didn't believe it for a minute. The way she dressed me, that was art. I hope I can share a painting adventure with her one day. Not just so she can see me on my home turf, where I'm not completely inept, but maybe so I can help make her day a little bit more beautiful, the way she made mine. I'm Malini, and that was my story. Hi folks, I'm Malini Parker. If you liked my story, there are two things you can do right now to hear more. You can click on this button to subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep telling you stories. You can also head over to my website and sign up for my updates, so you'll get goodness delivered straight to your inbox every month. Just click on the link here. Everything I do and teach is about living a more creative life, and I'd love for you to join me.